Customize your outdoor living space. Visit longfence.com today.
Tonight, several developing stories as we come on the air. The American city paralyzed. Subways, elevators plunging into darkness. Traffic lights out, workers trapped. Hospitals on backup generators and the window washers stranded. Authorities now calling it a, quote, catastrophic failure. The FBI moves in tonight. The teacher accused of abducting his student, a 15-year-old girl. He's now in federal custody. Our team with new details from inside the cabin. The terror attack, we have new video tonight captured in the middle of the attack. And the Americans who were right there on the Champs-Élysées. The new video emerging tonight, the retired librarian accidentally shot and killed during a police training exercise. The new study on diet soda, stroke, and dementia. What researchers say about your risk. And we do have breaking news in the case of the highway serial shooter, 9 shootings, several dead.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Friday night. And we begin tonight with the massive blackout crippling an American city for hours. Power knocked out to tens of thousands, workers trapped in elevators, hospitals quick to move up to backup power. Traffic during rush hour coming to a chaotic halt. A major fire in a substation, and authorities say it was a massive failure. Train passengers suddenly in the dark. Window washers trapped on the side of this building here. No electricity to raise or lower the scaffolding. Work crews tonight racing to restore power, and ABC's Nick Watt is in San Francisco leading us off.
Confusion and gridlock across San Francisco. A massive power outage, jamming intersections, shutting down businesses. Hitting some 90,000 Pacific Gas and Electric customers in all. First responder calls started pouring in around 9 a.m.
There's been a significant power outage here throughout the city.
Hospitals forced to use power generators, those window washers stuck high in the air, stranded. This jewelry store pulling everything out of its cases. Firefighters saying they responded to nearly 24 calls from people trapped in elevators.
Yes, the elevator just broke on us. We're stuck in here.
While many others were forced to evacuate buildings by fleeing downstairs.
The power just went out about 10 minutes ago.
The lights went out. It was crazy. It went pitch black.
So this intersection, power seems to be out, and we have a lot of traffic.
Traffic lights out, snarling vehicles, and grinding the city to a halt. Police trying to keep order, street by street, while underground subway riders used flashlights to find their way out. PG&E saying the cause of the outage was this equipment fire at their substation. Firefighters working to battle the blaze inside, while smoke can be seen escaping from the side and roof.
What we have right now is insulation that's still smoldering. We're trying to cool it.
And Nick Watt with us live tonight from San Francisco. And Nick, some of that power back on, you were telling us, but the traffic lights are still a real concern?
Absolutely. Listen, David, fully 1/4 of the traffic lights in the city went out today. And you know, San Francisco transport relies on electricity more than most. We got the cable cars like the one still stranded behind me, got those trolley buses, but the big priority right now, David, is to get the lights back on before the sun goes down.
All right, Nick Watt leading us off tonight. Nick, thank you. Next here this evening, new developments in the kidnapping case making national headlines. The 15-year-old girl allegedly abducted by a former teacher in Tennessee. Tonight, we've now learned she has just been reunited with her family after missing for more than a month. This evening, new details from inside that cabin, and that teacher now in federal custody. ABC's Kana Whitworth in California.
Tonight, Elizabeth Thomas in a safe location with family and friends.
We love you, and we can't wait to see you.
As her alleged abductor, her teacher, Tad Cummins, swept up by the FBI. And because he crossed state lines, he's facing a federal charge in addition to state charges. The former health science teacher accused of having an inappropriate relationship with Thomas.
I think he was mentoring her, and maybe just one bad decision started him off on a path he didn't mean to go on.
Authorities combing through nearly 1,500 leads from all 50 states. The last sighting, March 15th, at this Walmart in Oklahoma. Stopping for gas here in Cecilville, California a week ago, on their way to a nearby commune.
There were all kinds of indications of something a little strange going on.
The pair asked to leave the commune and returned to that gas station. Caretaker Griffin Berry let them stay in a nearby cabin, but he says he soon got a strange feeling too.
You know, that girl won't really look me in the eyes or anything like that.
He called 911. Authorities soon set up a perimeter.
Police say the pair was inside that cabin right there for 2 nights. No cell phone service, no running water, no electricity. But police say they did find 2 handguns.
Authorities enlisted Berry to help make their move, knowing the pair trusted him.
Police asked you to go kind of wake the couple up.
Yeah, the element surprise would help. They didn't want the hostage situation or anything like that.
Cummins surrendered without incident, 2,500 miles from where they first disappeared.
He made a statement to the effect that he was glad it was over.
Elizabeth's dad with a simple message.
We are really happy to see her back home. We're glad to know she's safe.
And Kana joins us live tonight. Kana, Elizabeth is already receiving counseling.
David, we're told the first thing she asked for was to see her father, but their lawyer telling us even family visitation is limited while she undergoes much needed counseling for this traumatic event. Her father telling ABC News one thing is clear. She does not yet understand the magnitude of what happened to her. David?
All right, Kana Whitworth back on the story tonight. Kana, thank you. There is new video this evening taking us inside the terror attack in Paris, and we hear from Americans who were right there. These new images showing the moment the gunman opened fire along the Champs-Elysees, killing 1 police officer, wounding 2 others. Authorities today revealing the suspect killed by police had a criminal past and was carrying a note supporting ISIS. And tonight we're hearing from an American couple just 10 feet away from the shooter. ABC's Alex Marquardt in Paris.
Tonight, inside the deadly attack along the Champs-Elysees, the gunfire shattering a quiet spring night. The chaos captured here from across the street. A lone gunman armed with an AK-47 targeting police, killing 1 officer and injuring 2 more. American John Finney, who was on a family vacation with his wife and 3 sons, was just 10 feet away from the shooter.
He had his gun out and he sprayed off some shots, and that's when panic set in for everybody. My wife yelled out, "Run!" He kept on continuing to shoot. So we had no idea where he was shooting. It was mass panic.
In a nearby cafe, patrons taking cover under tables.
The people started screaming. I thought maybe it will be the last minutes or seconds of my life.
Mesdames et messieurs, you have to stay back, please. That gunman, shot dead by police, has now been identified as Karim Cherfi, a 39-year-old French national who spent around 14 years in prison for various charges, including attempted murder of police. But no sign he'd been radicalized or was ever flagged for terrorist activity. But near his body, police found a note defending ISIS, as well as the addresses of police departments. Investigators searching his home outside Paris and his car, where they found a shotgun, shells, and several knives. ISIS quickly claimed responsibility, but said the attacker was a Belgian. France is already at its highest state of alert after 2 years of terror attacks. Now, the presidential election is just 2 days away. All eyes on far-right candidate Marine Le Pen, whose campaign has been compared to Donald Trump's. This morning, the president tweeting, "Another terrorist attack in Paris. The people of France will not take much more of this. Will have a big effect on presidential election." Le Pen today calling for a crackdown on France's borders. The president, in an interview with the AP, now suggesting this latest Paris attack will probably help Le Pen. Whoever is the toughest on radical Islamic terrorism, he said, and whoever is the toughest at the borders will do well in the election.
And Alex Marquardt with us live from Paris. Alex, I want to get back to what you just said, that ISIS had claimed responsibility. French police today quick to say there's no evidence ISIS was behind the attack, but there was that note in his pocket.
There was, David, but the Paris prosecutor said there was no evidence that the suspect had been radicalized or had ties to Islamic terror, but they are afraid that another attack could take place around this election, so much so that they're deploying 50,000 extra forces onto the streets on Election Sunday. David?
That election this weekend, as you point out. Alex, thank you. Back here at home tonight, the new and major promise from President Trump involving taxes. And it comes as the president, who once made big promises while on the campaign trail about his first 100 days, is now criticizing that benchmark. Here's ABC's chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl.
President Trump was greeted with cheers as he walked into the Treasury Department today. He was there to sign yet another executive order designed to cut regulations. But he also dropped this surprise.
And we'll be having a big announcement on Wednesday having to do with tax reform.
The president tells AP he will propose a massive tax cut, adding that he believes it will be bigger than any tax cut ever. This comes as the president nears a key milestone, his first 100 days in office. During the campaign, he made big promises about those first 100 days.
Just think about what we can accomplish in the first 100 days. It's a set of promises for what I'll do in my first 100 days. My reform plan will lift millions out of poverty, raise wages dramatically, and create at least 25 million new jobs in 10 years. And we can enact the whole plan in our first 100 days, and we will.
There have been accomplishments. He slashed regulations, and he has a Supreme Court justice confirmed. But this president hasn't managed to get Congress to pass any major bill yet. His effort to pass health care earlier this month failed. His big travel ban has been blocked by the courts, and there's still no movement on that border wall. Now Trump is downplaying the 100-day marker, today tweeting about what he called the ridiculous standard of the first 100 days.
This White House isn't going to be pressured by artificial deadlines.
Still, Trump clearly has his eye on the calendar.
No administration has accomplished more in the first 90 days.
And in this final week, he's trying to put points on the board. Not only is he promising to release a plan for that big tax cut, impacting both individuals and businesses, the White House is also trying to revive health care. Senior administration officials say they believe a revised bill could even pass the House as early as next week.
Thank you, folks.
You think you're going to get a health care vote next week?
100 days?
No, doesn't matter if it's next week. Next week doesn't matter.
All right, John Carl with us live again tonight at the White House. John, health care and tax reform both on President Trump's agenda next week, but he's also facing the prospect of a government shutdown that could happen on his 100th day.
Government funding does indeed run out a week from tomorrow on April 29th. Now, senior officials I have spoken to here at the White House say they are confident they will pass a new funding bill before then. But, David, there are significant disagreements that remain, including whether or not to pay for that border wall. And a new bill is not guaranteed before that shutdown would start.
John Carl with us on a Friday night. John, thanks. President Trump helping to secure the release of 2 U.S. charity workers held prisoner in Egypt. Aya Hijazi, an Egyptian-American, meeting President Trump in the Oval Office today. She, her husband, and 4 other humanitarian workers were jailed for 3 years on charges of child abuse, widely considered to be false. Those charges now dropped. The couple's lawyer says the president negotiated their release. The Trump administration issuing a new threat to so-called sanctuary cities across America. The Justice Department sending letters to major cities, including New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, and Milwaukee. The government demanding they prove they're cooperating with immigration authorities to find people illegally living here in the U.S. There is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Friday. The breaking headline involving the alleged serial highway shooter, 9 shootings, several dead, what we've learned tonight. Also, the new video of police training exercise turns deadly. Authorities say the officer did not know the ammunition was live. A retired librarian killed. The new study, researchers on diet soda and stroke and dementia, what they're now saying. And a famous son remembering his father tonight. And that father had one very famous song.
What if technology gave us the power to turn this enemy into an ally?
Microsoft and its partners are using smart traps to capture mosquitoes and sequence their DNA to fight disease. There are over 100 million pieces of DNA in every sample. With the Microsoft Cloud, we can analyze the data faster than ever before. If we can detect new viruses before they spread, we may someday prevent outbreaks before they begin.
Can a toothpaste do everything well?
This clean was like, pow. My teeth are glowing. They are so white.
Step 1 cleans, step 2 whitens. Crest HD, 6 times cleaning, 6 times whitening.
I would switch to Crest HD over what I was using before.
Flea bites can mean misery for your cat. Advantage 2 Monthly Topical kills fleas through contact. Fleas do not have to bite your cat to die. Advantage 2, fight the misery of biting fleas.
Needles. Essential for him, but maybe not for people with rheumatoid arthritis, because there are options, like an injection. Xeljanz XR, a once-daily pill for adults with moderate to severe RA for whom methotrexate did not work well. Xeljanz XR can reduce pain, swelling, and joint damage, even without methotrexate. Xeljanz XR can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, and other cancers have happened. Don't start Xeljanz XR if you have an infection. Tears in the stomach or intestines, low blood cell counts, and higher liver tests and cholesterol levels have happened. Your doctor should perform blood tests before you start and while taking Xeljanz XR and monitor certain liver tests. Tell your doctor if you are in a region where fungal infections are common and if you have had TB, hepatitis B or C, or are prone to infections. Needles. Fine for some, but for you, 1 pill a day may provide symptom relief. Ask your doctor about Xeljanz XR, an injection.
Next tonight, new video from a police training exercise that turned deadly. The surveillance showing the moment a police officer shot and killed a retired librarian. A community group